Hello everyone, my name is Ankush Sir. I am CEO and founder of Learnomate Technologies. This is a clip from my paid class and I hope you'll find this very useful. Hello friends, my name is Ankush and welcome back to Learnomate Technologies YouTube channel. You might be wondering about what is Apache Spark, and you might be thinking about like I want to start my career with the data engineer. So what are all things I should know? So when you're watching a lot of videos about data engineering, this technology play a very important role if you want to start your career into the data engineering. So let us try to understand about what is Apache Spark. Again, as name suggested, it is a technology which is provided by Apache, and Apache is completely free of cost. It is open source. So what is meant by open source? Open source means if you want to use this technology, you don't need to pay any license cost and all. This is completely free of cost. And that is also one reason that most of the client, those who want to go into the data engineering field, they are looking for this solution. We called it as Apache Spark. Again, it is completely free of cost. So why we are using this Apache Spark? So let's say I want to process huge amount of data. What I want to do, I want to process huge amount of data. Huge amount of data means any data which cannot be processed by your normal system, we call it as a big data, right? You might have heard about the terminology called big data. Let's say I have a laptop, and in my laptop maybe I can process 100 GB of 100 GB of data I can process, not more than that. So that data is a big data for me. Let's say I purchase a big server, then I can process my 1 TB of data. Then more than 1 TB data is a big data for me, right? So what is the solution? So in order to resolve this big data problem, what is the solution? They have come up with the technology called Apache Spark. Before Apache Spark, there was a concept called MapReduce. You might have heard about it, right? There was a technology or processing engine we were using. We called it as a MapReduce. But there were issues with the MapReduce. What is the main issue? The main issue is MapReduce was very slow. That is the reason they have come up with the new and latest technology. We called it as a Apache Spark. So the main important part of Apache Spark is, the main important purpose of Apache Spark is it can process huge amount of data. So let's say you have a data which is, you have input data which is coming in, let's say 10 TB. So you can process this data with the help of Apache Spark, and then you can write down that data wherever you need. So what is the most important part is, the most important part is it can process huge amount of data. Another important thing about the Apache Spark is it distributes the data. What I mean to say, let's say I have a huge amount of data. A single person cannot process huge amount of data. So can I do one thing? Can I spread this data into the multiple cluster? Like what I will do, I cannot process this huge amount of data. I can distribute the data. So what I will do, I will just distribute this data among the multiple node. We can have a multiple node, and every node is capable to process chunk of data. So for earlier, I was getting 10 TB data at a one cost. A single system cannot process it. So what I did, I have added so many nodes. Again, the nodes are not coming free of cost. I do understand that, but yes, it can work in a distributed manner. It can work in the distributed manner. So since it is working in the distributed manner, it can divide that data into the small chunk, and then it will be processed by your multiple node, and your processing will be done parallelly, which is again very faster if you compare it with the traditional environment. Another important thing about the Apache Spark is in-memory computation. In-memory means who is most faster. If you're, let's say I am asking you to do some filter, you want to do some filter. If you are doing that filter on the disk level, which is again slow, but if I'm doing the same filter operation in my memory level, it will be very faster, right? So this Spark engine work in a such way that it does most of the work on memory level. What it does, memory is very faster, right? I'm able to tell you all this concept because all these concepts are available in my memory. That is the reason I can explain you guys. If I'm reading it from the book and then I'm explaining you, it is going to take a time, correct now? So Apache Spark does most of your operation in memory only. It does that. Let's say you want to do some filter operations. You have a huge amount of data. I have a data coming from multiple countries, but I don't want all this data. I want only India data. Can I do that filter operation in memory? Yes, you can do that with the help of Apache Spark. And this is very generic technology, I would say. How? Like, let's say someone is coming from Java language. Can I use my Java language? Can I use my this Java language knowledge with the Apache Spark? Yes, you can do that. I'm coming from Python background. Can I use that? Yes, you can do that. Do you know about the technology called Scala? Do you know about the technology called Scala? So you can use all these options along with the Spark technology. You can do that. There is no problem. Don't you think that it's quite easy? Even if someone is very good with the database, let's say you want to write down the SQL queries. So you can write down your SQL queries directly into the Apache Spark. It's possible. Don't you think that your existing knowledge, you are reusing that? It's possible, boys. How it is possible? With the help of Apache Spark. That is the reason it is booming in the market, completely free of cost, doing the in-memory competition, distributed, and most of your language are supported. Most of your language are supported. You might have a questions like, okay, if I have data which is coming in the input, let's say my data is available on HDFS, Hadoop file system. Can I take the data from here? Let's say I have a data available in AWS storage. I'm using my data is available in AWS storage. Can I use that? Let's say my data is available in RDBMS database. Let's say my input data is available in Azure storage, Azure blob storage. So any data, irrespective of your data is available anywhere, even on your file system also. You can take this data. You can pull out the data from here with the help of Spark. Spark can pull out the data from here. Let's say your data is anywhere, no problem, man. You can take that. And Spark can process it, and then it can save it anywhere also. Like if you want to store it in RDBMS database, like your Oracle MySQL, you can do that. Let's say I want to store my data into the Hive tables, no problem, you can do that. Let's say I want to store my data into the Azure storage, you can do that. Let's say I want to store my data into the AWS, no problem. Even in GCP also, wherever you, so it's all about like it can take it from anywhere and it can store it anywhere, no problem. And you can do a lot of transformation also. You might have a questions like what type of operations it can perform. I'll discuss this in the next lecture. But again, for that, what you need to do, you need to subscribe to this channel and share this channel with everyone. If you are looking for data engineering training along with the practicals and everything, reach out to the Learnomate team. And I'm going to tell you in the next lecture what are all operations you can perform with the help of Apache Spark. That will be again very, very interesting. Please do like, subscribe, and share this channel. And if you are looking for next video, please mention as interested. Share this video with your friends, and you can join our WhatsApp group also. The link is available in the description of this video. Bye bye. I hope you guys have learned something valuable from this video. Please do like, subscribe, and share this channel. You can also contact us for the paid training. You can also comment interested if you want the more video like this.